Alright, well this is, thanks for checking out another one of our videos here on YouTube. We're going to try and do a repair video on this particular unit. This is a Zareba 25 mile unit. It's a 1 joule output, probably like 1.5, 2 joules stored. Particular model is a 2011 model. I don't know if it's ever been worked on or not. Usually Zarebas don't go that long without being worked on at least once or twice. But we'll see. See what we can do with it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm not even going to plug it in here. So, but a little story about Zareba stuff, which is the same as like a Blitzer brand or a American Farmworks at the tractor supply stores, or Red Snapper or 5-Shot. They're all owned by this one parent company. We're in springish time of the year of 2024. Back in August of 2023, the parent company owns Zareba and all those other brands I was talking about. They sent out letters to all of their distributors and repair places and such that as of November 1st of 2023, they were no longer going to be offering any repair parts for their units, big or small. So what they do, if the unit fails under warranty, they're just giving you a new one as long as you can prove it's under warranty. So they're just going to warranty swap the thing. If it's out of warranty, throw it away and buy another one. But they've had some issues with parts delays for a while, and then maybe that's the reason why they're not going to sell them parts. Like, well, instead of just always having back orders out the yin yang, let's just stop offering parts altogether. So I don't know. That's what they're doing, I guess, because you cannot get any new boards for these unless somebody still has them. And of course, some of the people we bought parts from have some parts, but they're hoarding them. They don't want to sell them, or they're reluctant to sell them, because then if they sell the part, well, now they don't have that part for themselves. So, which I understand. But so what we've done with some of these things is we've done some retrofitting on stuff, or rebuilding the boards if we can. You know, whatever's wrong is wrong. But there's no charge for us to look at a unit, so it costs somebody a little freight, you know, maybe $15 or so to ship on these little ones. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is older model, but it's got newer current style guts on the inside. So first thing I'm going to do, get my multimeter out. I'm going to check the primary side of the transformer, which are the two black and red wires that come off the transformer over to the board. You can leave them on the board, you can unplug one of them, should be leave them on there. Should get between 0.1 and 1 ohm, and we're getting 0.3-ish. So primary is fine. I don't know about the secondary side, but the primary is good. And all the what I'm looking for there is to make sure it's just a closed loop on the primary side of the transformers. That is allow the board and the capacitor to be able to discharge into the closed loop of the transformer. If that primary was open, then that board and capacitor couldn't discharge and the unit wouldn't click. The clicking sound itself comes from the transformer, and that energy is discharged through it. So we know that the primary is fine. So we'll unplug the secondary side just to get it out of the way. Well, let's test the output. Secondary side, and just see what it reads. 10 ohms? I don't know what it's supposed to read. 11, so that might be good. Most transformers kind of read between 4 and 30. They're not a universal output number on the ohms, on the resistance. They're all different from brand to brand, model to model, depending on the transformer. So next thing we can do is we can check this capacitor. Unplug one side to get it out of circuit. And this one's got a 7.5 microfarad capacitor. So I'm going to put a meter on capacitance, and we're going to test across it here. reading 5, so that's got to be changed. Well, that won't shut it down, so I don't know why this unit's actually in here so far. Everything's reading okay enough to where it would run, but let's check this board out real quick. Something what goes bad with these boards is these 2 diodes will sometimes go. That one's good. Those 2 diodes are good. Let's check this SCR over here. And SCR is good too. So let's hook it all back up. Cobweb on here, but ants. Right there, there's a bunch of ants across that thing there. I just saw it. So that little device is probably shorted out. Ooh, they're stuck on there. Can of air didn't even want to blow them off. What number is on that one? I can't read it. I cannot read that. It says SCR1 on the board, but that's just what the board says, but I cannot read that. It's a bad glare or whatever in the light. It's just my eyes are okay, but they ain't the greatest. If I zoom in on there, I don't even think I can read it on there. It's just a bad freaking glare. And it's not, I mean, the other one, everything else is nice and legible, but that I cannot read. Well, let's see. I've got one like that that's used on another brand. Let me find it here, and we can, I think it's right here. This is for another brand. Fence box, but it is the same type of device. I don't know what the specs or parameters are of it, but we'll see. We'll install them in that. Set the soldering iron reset, and we'll take that out of there. Get that board out of the way. Get this cord up over here. Let's get that out of there. Hey, this is a double-sided soldered board, which is always fun. Got solder on the top side on some of the parts, and the solder on the back side of all the parts. This particular stupid device has got solder on the back and the front. So I think we can take the solder off the back side fairly easy. Now this first one. Second one. see. Transformer. Jeez. What's the oldest service? What's the build date on the thing?
I don't know.
Maybe the one that doesn't say service. It'd be one of them that doesn't say service on it. No. You got the kit in it already? You got the kit in the thing already? Okay.
Four service dates, but one of them doesn't have a date. It's just got maybe just 13, 2013, and twice in 2015.
Okay. Well, it's been a little while. Almost 10 years since it was last worked on, possibly. Put that little component of that. I wasn't looking when I said of that. Let's grab another one. Alright, let's see if we can get that to go in there. There we go. Before I put another capacitor in there, we're going to hook this all up and see if it'll fire. If it will, then we'll proceed on getting the capacitor installed. Now I've got another board I can stick in this if this doesn't work. It's not this style, this brand, it's another brand, but it's set up for a 1 joule setup, so it'll work. Alright, let's plug power in, let's turn it on, and cross our fingers it goes to working. Just buzzes. And I never did check, beforehand what it was doing. I just open it up. Let's check the diodes up here just to see if they're any good or not. Probably has something to do with little chips crap on the back side of the board. Alright, well, let's pull this stuff out. I'm going to put a different board in there. Cord out. Graded one. Yeah. Alright, got the board here. This is already set up as it is as a 1 joule unit, 1 joule output. So it shouldn't have to modify anything. It's a little narrower than the other one, so it's going to flop around inside there. But if this works and does what it's supposed to do, we'll put some double-sided foam behind, maybe double it up behind here, and we'll slide it in there, and that will help take up the space right here. Also kind of semi-glue it to here, but it's just the right height to where we should be able to close the case up on it. Alright, how we attach the board to this, or not the board, but the power cord, it goes into these little screw down terminals. This is a small flat screwdriver, so I need a small flat screwdriver. Is this one? No, small Phillips. And borrow your small flat screwdriver in a second. I just had it the other day, but I haven't used it. I don't know what I said of that. It's not where it should be. It probably fell down somewhere or slipped off something. I'm just hoping that this transformer, which I know it will work with this board, I mean it will work with the, it should be okay, I think, electronically. With I just hope that the windings, the way it's built internally, is going to output the right kind of voltage and everything with this particular setup with this board, because these electric fence boxes, the transformers, are not universal. So let's slide it more down like that for now. Just plug it in as it sits, and let's see what happens. Oh, whoops. Okay, these were touching, which is why it's so loud. We're arcing against each other. Now let's plug it back in. So far so good. A little light down there on the transformer. Making a funny sound every once in a while. That transformer might be starting to go. Then we need the transformer. We've got other transformers for this unit. that will work, but not this style, and that other style we have may not work with this board. So let's we're going to test peak output. Reverse it, see if it makes a difference. Nope. Transformer's bad too. We're only getting 2,000 volts out of the thing. I can hear it kind of making a funny sound, like it's louder, softer, louder, softer. So I don't think the transformer is good, or it's good. It's just not good with this board setup. All right. Let me see if I got a transformer. Let me stick in here, wire it up, and see if we have any better luck. Give me just a second here. Alright, I had another one of these, which I didn't think I had any. I think this might have came out of a junk unit that the board was fried. And maybe they decided, the customer just decided not to fix it. I don't remember now. But let's, so we save the transformer out of it, but let's, the reason why I'm grabbing this board with the pair of pliers is because the board's all these capacitors have got a charge built up in them now, and I don't want to touch it by accident. I did ohm out this transformer. Actually, it reads a little different than that one does. So this transformer probably, hopefully, is better. We'll plug it in here. And also, it could be, and I don't know this yet, is there is a somewhat of a polarity to the transformers on the primary side, and maybe it needs to be plugged in just a little nervous here. One. Red one up top. Now, if the voltage doesn't change any, or it's better but not the greatest, we'll try reversing the black and red down here from the transformer to board and just see. Let's plug it back in. Actually, it's a lot quieter, which is what I was thinking might have been wrong. Transformer was arcing internally. So let's put the tester across here. Oh yeah, almost 9,000 volts out of it. Or sorry, yeah, about 8,000, 8.2, 8.5, 8. So right around 8,000 volts. So reverse it and see what makes a difference on this. Nope, same reading. Alright, let me just double check. I'm pretty certain this is set up as a 1 joule. Let's we'll do a 500 ohm load test. I'll bring my meter over here so you can see. Alright, now we're going to look at a 500 ohm load. We're going to look at this number and we'll see what it reads. This is set up as a 1 joule output, so we'll see what it does with right at a joule. 1 joule output there, a 500 ohm load. Let's see what 200 ohm load does to it. .97. So yeah, it's set up as a 1 joule. So we are just as strong as we were before. the capacitor or nothing. That board is already at the built-in capacitor on it, so it's set up, ready to go as is. Okay, so one other thing I got to do is I'll get some double-sided foam tape, put a couple squares of it back here in this area, sandwich them on there, slide that in, and then push it on a little bit of it, help push it up against this case over here, and then we'll just be able to shut it and be good to go. So I'll do that off camera when we're about ready to go with this one. But there's some information again, so if you got a Zareba 25 mile or 50 mile or whatever, you know, send it in here to us. We'll be happy to take a peek at it for you. Our information is right there. Links to our website in the description area. Until next time, see you later on.